Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Allegheny Morning Live. I am your host, Tyler Dickin. Today is Friday, March 6th, and for lunch we will have a choice of steak-'em sandwich, mini crescents, and a PB&J sandwich. One announcement here. The junior class is selling hoagies to raise funds for graduation and prom of 2021. Get yours today from any member of the junior class. Okay, let's go ahead and send it right on over to Eric with weather.
Hey everyone, here's your weather forecast for today. We're going to be mostly cloudy with our high temperature getting up to around 48 degrees and our low temperature tonight dropping down to 30 degrees. We're going to be mostly cloudy today and tonight. We do have a chance of rain showers throughout the day. It was drizzling and light raining as I was coming to school, as we have a little band of snow and rain showers coming over. Higher elevations could see some snow showers today, but it does not appear to be that much. And then we can see a chance of some snow showers ending tonight with just a little mix, but just it's the chances are low for a storm. No snowstorms on the horizon right now, and oh wow, okay, so that's all I got.
Oh,
What?
hey.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Eric Educates, and this is the first part of a multi-part series talking about the different aspects of thunderstorms and also providing some severe weather preparedness tips, so let's get right into it. Alrighty, so there are three basic ingredients for your basic thunderstorm. First of all, you need moisture, and we typically measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere by the dew point. You probably heard that term being thrown around a little bit, and basically the definition of the dew point is the temperature that air needs to be cooled in order to achieve a relative humidity of 100%. And basically all that means is that the higher the dew point is, the more moisture you have in the air. And so again, just remember that the higher the dew point, the greater amount of moisture, and we need moisture for thunderstorms. Typically, we need a dew point of 55 degrees to allow for a thunderstorm to form. And there are some rare cases that you can have a lower dew point, but 55 degrees is the benchmark. And typical source moisture for thunderstorms is the oceans, and for us that would be like just in the mid-Atlantic, literally just off the coast, and that provides our moisture. So then the second ingredient is you need unstable air, which we call it instability, and you need unstable air, which is warm, moist air at the surface and cold and dry air aloft. You need heat at the surface. We talk about what's the temperature going to be, and you just need heat at the surface. Instability is basically warm, moist air, and it's a bubble rising up through that cold and dry air. Remember, warm air rises, and you need something to give a nudge to that warm air. I'll get to that in a little bit. And without instability, the atmosphere does not support thunderstorms. And that if a bubble of air due to warm air rising is forced upward, it does continue to rise, and eventually it cools and condenses into water vapor. And water vapor forms our familiar storm clouds, and pretty much everything in weather is based off water vapor. And so now getting into our third ingredient, and that is lift. You need something that gives a nudge to that bubble of warm and moist air so that it can rise up through the cold and dry air aloft. And there's many sources of lift. We can see lifts from our mountains. We call this orographic lifting or terrain, and air is forced up a mountain, and it provides lift to the warm and moist air, and boom, you have storms during the summer. We can even see squalls and winter weather during the winter. And sometimes we're a little bit left out down here in Cumberland because the higher elevations will see storms form, but they'll just stay right over that ridge because that's their primary source of lift. and then the storm just eventually just chokes itself off. And another source of lift is fronts, and it's a boundary between two air masses of different temperatures and two different densities, and that is what the upward nudge is a result of, is different air densities, which is a little complicated, but fronts provide that lift. And the past couple weeks we've been seeing a few rounds of storms that were formed from a cold front that spawned some storms, so that was a source of lift. And you also can see lift from outflow boundaries, which if you want to think, if someone ever says, oh, outflow boundary, just think of it as a mini cold front. They're usually the result of a weakening thunderstorm, and if it ever gets windy right towards the end of a thunderstorm, that means the storm is letting out a gust front, it's starting to die, and this can sometimes stay in the same area and form storms the next day. So those were the three basic ingredients for thunderstorms. The next Eric Educates, I will get into some more advanced ingredients and also talk about the basic structure, and it's going to be a multi-part series, but is definitely need to know information. So that's all I got. Stay tuned.
And then Monday, we're going to be getting up to 66 degrees on Monday, and we're going to be mostly sunny, low dropping down to 47 degrees. However, clouds will increase, and we will become mostly cloudy Monday night with a chance of rain showers. So again, little to no snow accumulation out of the snow showers expected tonight. Higher elevations could see a little bit, but again, just there's no snowstorms on the horizon right now, but I'll be keeping you updated if anything does pop on. That's all I got. Stay tuned.
Okay, I'd like to personally apologize for Mitch here. You think after this amount of time that he'd figure out how to do it, but I guess he still hasn't had it quite figured out. Let's do it yourself. Send it on over to David. I could do it better than you, Mitch.
Mitch, David. Send
it to David.
Just move the camera, Jack. Just do it, Mitch. In Allegheny sports news. Join Allegheny's unified track and field team. You can represent Allegheny, make new friends, and be a part of a fun and rewarding sports experience. The Unified Track and Field program is looking for students with and without disabilities to come together in a supportive, interactive environment of sports training and competition. This program is open to any student interested in being part of a dynamic, inclusive team. No previous sports experience is necessary. Events are running, long jump, shot put, and javelin throw, with very few practices and track meets held during the school day. Plus, all team members are invited to the Maryland Unified State Track Meet. Please see Ms. Miller in room 106 if you are interested ASAP for a parent permission form. All students are welcome to join. In NBA news, last night the Toronto Raptors became the second team in the Eastern Conference to clinch a playoff spot with their 121-113 win over the Golden State Warriors. In the XFL news, our games this weekend. On Saturday, we have the Seattle Dragons taking on the still undefeated Houston Roughnecks. We have the New York Guardians taking on the Dallas Renegades, who haven't won a game at home so far this year, so they're looking to get that first home win. And then on Sunday, we have the game of the year for me and Eric. My St. Louis Battlehawks are going to be taking on his DC Defenders. DC got shut out by the only team without a win last week, so I think it's going to be easy wins for the Battlehawks personally. And then finally, we have the Tampa Bay Vipers taking on the LA Wildcats. That's all I got. Back to you, Tyler.
Okay, so before we go, I believe that Wyatt Gray has a very special message for everybody.
In coronavirus news, there have been 3 reported cases that have tested positive in Maryland, and the mask won't help too much. But make sure you wash those hands. Back to you, Tyler.
Thank you, Wyatt. That's going to be all for Allegheny Morning Live this morning. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great day.